The creator economy is important because it allows us freedoms like time, money, and location. But so what? I'm going to explain why and how it translates to my work with the sandwich generation. Please like and subscribe. I'm Soul, I'm a healer, and here we do the inner and outer work so we can show up as the best versions of ourselves. And by now, we should all have a piece of the creator economy. I'm not going to spend time on the statistics as far as how big or profitable it is. I'll just link those down below. I do want to talk about how the creator economy can help with our mental and emotional stability for ourselves and our family. Because if you enter the creator economy as a side hustle, and just use the money like for savings or vacations, that's great. Or saving it up, right? You can use it on the back end to retire early from your traditional job, maybe because your traditional job is fulfilling and meets your needs, versus many people who will come across this video are looking for freedom of time, money, and location. But that's rarely found in any job. And if we want to get technical, it does and doesn't exist. So you have to figure out what that looks like for yourself. And my hope is that it has to do with being a creator in some form, because the way I see it, it's like modern day artisans. So before the Industrial Revolution, we were farmers, artisans, fishers. Others were knights, soldiers, and our families would help us in these trades, living and working alongside us. Um, if our children didn't want to do the exact same thing we did, we could potentially send them to school, or they could be somebody else's apprentice. So, for example, I'm a healer. Let's go back. Industrial Revolution, 300 years. So, at, I may or may not have taken some form of money. Um, uh, Say it was an emergency, your kid was sick. Um, I'd probably like ask for your job title, be like, okay, so you're a farmer, what do you have in your storehouses? Okay, oh, you've got rice? Okay, great. So uh, I will heal your family. You'll give me rice. Thank you for feeding my family. Fast forward 2025, when you pay me as a healer, or any of us online, you allow me the time and money and location to fully be with my son. You allow me the space to watch my parents age gracefully and with dignity, because I don't have to beg for FMLA. Because you being my client, you are taking care of me, taking care of my parents, taking care of my family. As a result of those two things alone, the amount of stress reduced is priceless. It's worth its weight in gold, etc., etc. And wait, there's more. There's more, but wait, there's more. Do you really need an expert to tell you it's not good to sit at a desk all day? Do you really need an expert to tell you to move more, to eat proper meals? So, an added benefit as a creator has helped me to not just move more, but move more naturally. Naturally, as in on a daily basis, it's been easier to incorporate in my daily routine. Versus like if you have a family, have kids, elders, work 40, 60 hours a week, it's difficult to get that time off. It's difficult to, schedule that appointment. Usually that appointment is scheduled weeks, months out. You remember to get to that appointment, manage to get to that appointment. you know, you're at that appointment, it's frazzled after finding parking, and then you get hit with the worst bedside manner from the doctor. The conversation's like only 5 minutes long, and then they're telling you to make like these small changes, and and those small changes still require you to like turn your whole entire life upside down, inside out. And I mean, the whole ordeal is still like $200. If you're not defeated, I don't know how. Um, and it's somewhat exaggerated, somewhat. And so being a creator has helped me to just be healthier, more sane. Next on that list, being a creator has helped me make and maintain a positive social circle. I've mentioned this in other videos. Um, it's imperative to be surrounded by positive, like-minded people, especially online. And I was able to do that like only when I became a creator. Uh, yeah. Next up is something that's small yet profound that I get to do is I have time and space to do nothing. Um, Many of us do not have that, and doing nothing helps regulate our emotions. So having the time and space to do that whenever, wherever, is so important to me, and I am so grateful. Like, we take it for granted, and we have to understand, like, it's a natural process that we've always had. Um, and I it's in one of my energy healing videos. I demonstrate it. Like I don't I who knew you had to demonstrate doing nothing? But it's there. Um, let's see here. What else? Oh yeah, so second last one. Being a creator really allows me to put myself and my family first and allows me to practice what I preach because it just makes sense, right? So we want to spend more time with our families, and yet we spend 8 to 10 hours away from each other 5 5 days out of the week. Why? Um and then you like wonder why we don't you go home and then you wonder why you don't get along, you wonder why you're estranged from each other. Or you, or you spend all your money on an annual vacation hoping getting away from it all will put everyone in a different mood. Yeah, that has not always helped. Um, I'd 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 much rather be content and see my son and my family being content on a daily basis instead of lonely, stressed out, disengaged, and have stuff. And so being a creator has been able to help us find that balance. And so the peace of mind that I have within myself, the peace of mind that I have within my family unit, having become a creator, like you can't buy that. It's not on a shelf somewhere. It has to be created. So, last one, if it's not apparent already, it gives me purpose because I actually help people, uh, and I get to see their improvement. I I see improvement in themselves. I see improvement within their families, and vice versa. So we get to grow together. Um, I think that's it. Let me know in the comments who you are creating for, whether it's a family member or your future self, and I will see you next week.